Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Finally my access to the website has been reestablished because, as you know, Forex Peace Army was under the DDoS attack, and actually not all people likes what we do. So today we will take a look at Canadian dollar, mostly because recent rumors on the tax reform in the United States has confused all plans on the euro currency. So in the beginning of the session, euro has dropped very strongly, but closer to the end of the session, when the market, United States market has opened, so the rumors have appeared on the market, and the further drop on the euro currency has stopped, and right now it turns to some consolidation. So that's why not much we could add to the previous analysis. Just need to take the pause and see what really will happen. Yesterday on the euro currency was a bit dramatic action, guys, if you remember. So personally, I had to reverse my position. As we have discussed, I will show you on the hourly chart. If you remember, initially we thought that here could be the hand shoulders, but also we said that keep an eye on if market will start breaking through the 115.85 area and dropping the 115.90, and when it start dropping here, keep an eye on the validity of these head and shoulders. And here, guys, when the market has broken 618 support with this most from the head to the neckline, I have to close my long position, reverse to the short. So hopefully I was able to return back the previous loss. But currently, as you can see on the euro currency, market just stand, and this rumors bounce up has happened. That's why today I have decided to take a look at some other currency. Besides, we have prepared also the setup on the Canadian dollars. We have discussed in our weekly research on the recent weekend. And currently, guys, we have very too much setups for trading, so it's very difficult to cover them all in daily video. So that's why maybe on the New Zealand dollar we also have this setup. We will take a look at tomorrow, because tomorrow this will be Reserve Bank of New Zealand, the policy announcement, and maybe it could be useful for discussing of the New Zealand dollar. But today on the Canadian dollar, why I have chosen Canadian dollar today? Because, guys, if you will take a look at the crude oil price, you'll see that market right now has reached some temporal sale. So you can see market has hit tail overbought, and actually this is in market here has completed the weekly target. So this is, if you'll take a look at this ABCD pattern that we have here, market has hit the 618 minor extension of this ABC bottom. Here's 618 extension stands. Also, market hasn't quite reached yet, but stands very close to the weekly major resistance 65.90. That's the top of retracement here. From that top to this bottom, 38 resistance. So but even without this fib level that hasn't been reached yet, the reaching of the daily overbought could lead to the moderate retracement down. So you can see that every time when market hits here overbought, it shows approximately the same length of the retracement. And here I suggest that this also could happen. If this really will be true, in this case market could show retracement approximately to 61.40, maybe 61.50 area. So recent time Canadian dollar stands not really in a big relation to crude oil, because take a look that crude oil is rising, while on the Canadian dollar we also see upward action. So it means that Canadian dollar actually was falling. But in the short-term perspective, this relation between the crude oil and Canadian dollar could be reestablished, at least in terms of retracement. Besides, if you just take a look at the Canadian dollar, you'll see that market hasn't quite reached a major target here. So we have this ABCD pattern, so we have discussed in weekly research as well. And here I have drawn it as the butterfly, but mostly it's not quite the butterfly because it stands on the bottom. But mostly we're interested with the extension, guys, of this leg, and it stands here. It's 127. That's why I just have drawn it as the butterfly. So you can take a look that both of them are coinciding in the same area. So it's the 127 extension of this retracement, and AB's equals CD target. So both of them stands approximately around, just 1 second, 2960 area, 130 even maybe, very close to the 130. So that's why, as you understand, the crude oil retracement probably will be supportive for Canadian dollar weakness, and that's why maybe on the background of this retracement on the crude oil market could show this upward action. Currently it's a bit significant distance here, so it's 127.70 right now. It's 130. It's significant distance, so we will not take a look directly to this target yet, but we will take a look at the patterns that we have here and nearest target first that market could achieve in the nearest future. So on the daily chart, you can see some kind of the bullish engulfing pattern has been formed recently. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you also could see that market is forming harmonic swing. Here it's counted down, counted in this area. You will see it's also it has been completed. And we are mostly interested right now what's going on in this red circle. If you increase the scale and drop your time frame to the hourly chart, you'll see that this is could become nicely looking head and shoulders pattern. So you can see this will be left shoulder, potential head. Market has formed already upward reversal swing, and right now we're waiting for a deep retracement. I suggest that this retracement could be in the shape of some kind of the ABCD pattern, and that could give us catalyst triple to buy. At least here, guys, I have drawn the patterns that happen in this kind of the situations most of all, very often. This is classical patterns that are forming usually around the head and shoulder. So as butterflies, very typical, as you can see on the left shoulder, forming triple to buys, very typical for the right shoulders, forming especially after bullish reversal swing has been formed here. That's why here we could keep an eye on this ABCD, some kind of the ABCD action. After that, if our suggestion about the retracement on the crude oil will be correct, and if these head and shoulders will start to work, the target that market could achieve first will be some kind of the AB equals CD up. It will be 128.60. So that's the first setup, that's the first scenario that we will based on situation around Canadian dollar for the couple of sessions, today, tomorrow maybe. And after that we will see if upward action will be fast and strong. In this case we could use the 1618 extension and take for the other target. Maybe market will form here some kind of the butterfly, for example, become left wing, market will show this upward action, complete the left wing, minor retracement, upward continuation, and by this butterfly market maybe will complete this target. So if we'll measure the extension this right, as you can see, 127 extension of this most tracing swing also coincides with the same 129.80, 130 even area. So at least this is something to watch for here. And today we could start from this combination that we have on hourly chart of the Canadian dollar. So on the background on the situation on the crude oil, it maybe makes some sense. So let's keep watching and see how the situation will start to develop here.